Dre?
Ryan.
The boys are hot.
Indeed. Even DeAndre Ayton goes over last night.
DeAndre, oh yeah, you had that one. Parlays, not as hot. Big three, dialed. And what I'm noticing from the betting lounge, is people love parlaying our big threes. And like they're taking some from you, some from me. Our guy Gavin nailed one last night.
It's a lot of mix and match parlays from our big
I'm
threes.
impressed.
It's a beautiful thing. Yep.
10-2 to start the week on the big three. And again, the pressure just mounts. Our national audience across the nation, across the globe, turns their what is it? Lonely eyes? They turn their lonely eyes to us.
You tell me. What are you going for?
A nation turns its something eyes to you. What is the saying?
Anyone in the comments who gets this historical reference, that's way over my head. Let us know.
Well, we got to go right back to the well.
We do.
And overlap has been a theme this week.
It's true. It took 3 weeks for that to start happening.
It did. We were trying to be different from each other.
We took it upon ourselves to be different.
Yep. Yeah. We realized it's all about just finding winners. So I've stopped looking at your picks before I make my picks. And we just see what happens. And today, we've got double overlap. So let's get to the big three here. I'll start with mine. It's all shots on goal. It's a big hockey night.
Shots.
Yeah,
shots.
absolutely.
Yep.
Mikko Rantanen over 2.5 shots minus 150. He should have blown it away last game, but we got robbed on the butt shot.
The butt shot.
Butt
shot heard around the world.
I still need to know: was there a save counted?
Yes.
Would it have count? What would they have counted? Would they have counted it a goal without a shot if he scored?
Of course not.
Okay, so I'm still upset about this.
Right.
Hopefully, we don't have to worry about any controversy tonight with Mikko over 2.5 shots. It's minus 150. I think the book has found themselves a spot where they get just the right amount of juice with that at minus 150 because that's where it's been. And then Nathan McKinnon over 3.5 shots. Same thing. They found a nice, safe spot there at minus 167. I will always hit that.
Absolutely.
At minus 167. And then we wrap it up here with Max Pacioretty. This was a Dre special. He has been...
I've been waiting anxiously.
Yes. He's had his eyes on Pacioretty all season long because he leads the league in shots on goal per game. And tonight is the first time ever it's been available for us to bet on.
Yep.
So it's over 3.5. He averages 4.5. We're getting in on that.
Hell yeah.
If they offer it. So there we go. There's all 3 shots on goal props.
Yep. And I think that matchup for Pacioretty against the Wild, they get frisky. Lots of back and forth. That'll be fun. So, yeah, we'll jump right into my big three. Not much to say on the first two because we're going to have some repeats in Mac and Mikko. Shots on goal, I mean, it's the sweet spot. I think the Sharks are primed for the taking. I think it'll be another game with a lot of offense, a lot of shots. And as we were saying, Avs undermanned defensively. The offense has to step up and kind of carry that load. So, I expect that to happen, and then I don't believe this prop has changed.
And real quick, I said this in the first leg, but I want to say it here. The Avs have to be playing mad tonight. They have to be playing mad tonight because they really blew one the other night. They really gave one away to the Sharks.
Absolutely.
There's no one I love playing mad more than Nathan McKinnon.
Yes.
And
I mean, no one.
Anyone who's on his line that night is going to benefit from Mad Mac.
Yeah.
And so because of that, that's why we also love Mikko. He's going to be the wingman, I think there's an old story about how, the Avs would go to a bar and girls would just filter towards the man rocket, Gabe Landeskog, but he's taken. So then they would just kind of bounce off him. And the other guys would be there wakeboarding, just catch the wake as it comes off.
That's right.
So that's kind of what happens with Mad Mac.
That's what Mikko's gonna have to do on the ice. And then This one has a caveat. Zion Williamson, our thick prince, we hammer the over 3.5. But at 4.5, I'm taking the under. Last time they put it here, the action came in on the under to where by the time we started the show at 4, it had flipped to 3.5. The action again is moving that way. I like to think I'm playing a part in that. We are doing our duty to work this under until we get the 3.5, and then we hammer the over.
Are you gonna middle this if it goes down to 3.5?
That would be an amazing middle. But I'm a big believer in Zion. His number is 4 assists.
Yeah.
I do not steer from there. That's right. He's the 4 assist man. I don't steer from there. So you want to set it at 4.5? Thank you very much. I'm taking the under. You want to set it at 3.5? I'll be hammering the over. That's hit 10 in a row. 3.5. Under 4.5, 50%.
What is with 4 for him? Just likes to get 4.
4 is his number, man.
Maybe someone somewhere told him, like, any big that gets more than 3 assists per game is considered a good passer.
Who knows? But they play the Bulls. He's averaging 2 career assists per game against Chicago.
That's a really good stat. That's a good pull from you.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Because just the, like, our buckshot, just the leftovers have been hitting. I'll give you one. I kind of like the under on Lonzo Ball points tonight.
Yeah.
Set at 15.5. I call him big game ball. Oh, against the Bulls, it's not a big game.
Not a big game.
He might just be down to pass and rebound tonight.
Right. I like that. And we've got Jack here asking about the puck line.
Jack Hart. Okay.
Let's get into the Avs.
So I do think, we'll just jump right into the Avs here. I think this is a narrative game for the Colorado Avalanche.
Big time.
They should be ashamed of themselves from the game the other night, and I think they are.
Yes.
There's just one thing holding me back, and it's personnel. Like, the Sharks aren't great.
No.
But those guys get paid too.
Yeah.
And they have players.
They do.
The Avs basically last game played 4D. Like, I think they had 2 guys who had less than 10 minutes of time on ice on out of their 6D.
And you were pointing out that led to some real mismatches on the Avs side. Like,
right, you've got Sam Girard going against Evander Kane. It's just like you are so undermanned defensively that, like, I'm scared. I'm just scared.
Yeah, I know. The puck line's a little aggressive.
So, again, I think Mad Mac is going to go crazy. Now, again, that's why we bet on shots on goal and not goals, because you just never know which ones are going to find the back of the net. So I guess what I'm saying here is no, I don't like the Avs minus 1.5. My gut says yes.
Right.
My brain is telling me pump the brakes, see what's up with Bo and Byram.
Exactly.
I mean, I think I would sign off if they had Bo.
I know. I would too. The one I really like in this one is the over. I think over 6. Minus 108.
Grubauer is having some serious regression recently. Wow. He was like the best goalie in the league for a little while there. Now it's kind of all... I don't know. I think I heard AJ say this the other night. Like, the entire regression is happening like this week. Maybe he bounces back.
Get it out quick, I suppose.
The Avs should be able to beat them on the other side.
Quick note from DNVR Avalanche. Over Mac 2+ points.
See, he knows about Mad Mac.
It's a great one. Over 2+ points.
Yeah.
I bet you're not even getting insane value on that.
No, let me guess. Plus 125.
Plus 140.
Huh.
Well, that's better value than I would have thought.
Yeah, I like that.
That's really nice. Miko plus
1 for
200.
him, 1 for Miko.
That wouldn't be bad at all. So I think that's kind of where it's at. I think it's a high-scoring game. I think Angry Mac is going to be the catalyst for a lot of stuff. Mad Mac. I would love to get some Burakovsky bets in, but not really happening for me. I could take him to score at plus 225, which I probably will.
Snipe City.
Yeah, that's probably my long shot of the day. My sprinkle of the day.
What about first goal?
Now, first goal, that's plus 1,400. Yeah.
I think the first goal comes from the top line tonight.
I agree. In fact, I'm wearing my three-headed monster under this. Yeah.
That goes down as one of my favorites of all time.
That's phenomenal.
Like, whenever I see it in the closet, I'm like, and the Avs are playing that day, I'm like, yep, count it.
Undefeated, the black three-headed monster.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's a terrific shirt for sure.
All right, that is
The Avs.
the Avs. Do we have anything else before we get to our dilemma of the day?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, but before you pull that up, Kale,
Yeah.
a shout out to our friends at DraftKings Sportsbook, where this week new users can bet on any fight in UFC 259, any title fight. There's 3 of them. For one guy to land a punch. Or gal. Is there a gal's?
There is a
fight?
gal, yeah. Amanda Nunes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Any guy or gal to land a punch in any of the 3 title fights, 100-1. As I've been saying, this is going to hit. It doesn't matter who you pick. Doesn't matter what fight you pick. It's going to hit. But just in case it didn't, it would be a hilarious story, and you only lost $1 because there was a opening flying knee that ended the fight. If that happens, like, you're laughing, it's funny,
Right.
it's great. It's not happening. Just to be very clear, that will not happen.
Impossible. Truly impossible.
By the way, I don't notice the Austin Matthews stash starting to come in.
Slowly but surely, we're working on it. So
It's not quite popping on camera yet. But
Yeah,
in
it's
person, I can see it.
it's starting to happen. And at some point, there'll be a new stash game.
Yeah, new stash
It's a
game.
new stash game. That'll be a thing as well. But not
Does anyone
ready
call
to announce
Austin
that yet.
Matthews Austin Stath's shoes? Probably not.
Canada, get at me because that's a good one. You're missing out if you're not using that.
Okay. Anyways, DraftKings Sportsbook. You can also get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR. Of course, you must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough. Restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. DNVR Avalanche says Stashton Matthews.
You guys are
I think
the pun
Austin
experts.
Stashes is better.
Austin Stashes is acceptable. I'll allow it. That's
And
as
then-
far as I'll go.
And then he also says they just got outworked in the second half of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
The
frustrating
other thing
one.
why I love those shots is Martin Jones not a stable goalie at all. He's a guy who the coaches are like, just put him on net, put him on net, put him on net. Good things will happen.
To be honest, that should probably be the philosophy every night. But that's
You're
it.
saying I could be a coach in the NHL.
Get pucks deep and get them on net.
That's right. The NVR Avs get at me. Could I coach in the NHL? Because I'm starting to turn that fantasy hockey team around. So big things happening.
All right. Dilemma of the day.
Oof.
It's on the NBA, and I got to be honest, I hate the NBA slate.
It's a bad one.
So we're going to have to talk our way through this. Good news is we're pretty early in the show, so we've got time here.
Hello, double, my old friend.
The double, lose your money has been unreliable.
Unreliable to say the least. Our first candidate would be in the Jazz-Sixers game, which I know has you intrigued. You could go Rudy, Embiid, or Ben Simmons.
I don't even like any of these guys.
Okay, we can move on.
Hold on.
God, we can't even get Domantas Sabonis on here?
I know.
Holy cow, help a brother out.
Jared Allen?
I suppose. We're big Jared Allen guys.
Remember when his rebounds were set at like 14 and a half and then he
I
had
do.
17?
I do remember that, yes.
Okay, Jared Allen is in for right now. James Harden, I'm putting in there. In fact,
You're big on...
I'm not against putting James Harden triple-double in here.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's going to crank the old value pretty high.
And you can get it boosted, which you could include the boost in the parlay, I think. No, because you
no.
can't use that boost and your boost.
It would be
You
nice.
could parlay it, but you couldn't boost it.
Yes, true. Okay, we're adding Harden and Jared Allen. Yeah, the Zion game, there's nothing I love.
Enes Kanter?
He does average a double-double, but
God,
I hate
him
it.
so
I
much.
hate it, man. You could go cat. You a cat guy?
No, I'm a dog guy.
Carl Anthony Towns though, double.
Why is Zion not getting 10 rebounds a game?
That's not his thing. He's not a guy who's interested in 10 rebounds.
You're big and bouncy. You should get rebounds.
Not happening, apparently.
Okay. We are at a crossroads here. I don't like any. We're going to have to go
you
back to
do
the Jazz Sixers.
Harden and Jared Allen. Right.
Embiid.
You're a Ben Simmons guy, aren't you?
It's plus 110.
Great value, right?
And no, I'm not a Ben Simmons guy. I don't like any guards who don't shoot.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, that was the one thing that kept me from loving Andre Miller all those years.
Oh my God, the professor, the true professor,
The true professor.
professor.
What I just want, if the three is open, it should be shot.
I know.
So I'm taking Embiid.
Okay, what's that come to?
Only plus 103 before the boost, plus 137 with it.
All right, let's see what mine is. Now, you could include Zion in there.
What if I throw in James Harden triple-double?
Probably not happening. Wait,
No, it is happening. Trip-dub. James Harden.
why? Oh, okay. It's plus 135, mine, and that's Jared Allen, James Harden, and... I forgot.
Okay, just hear me out.
Carl
on this,
Anthony
Trey.
Towns.
Hear me out on this, Trey.
Uh-huh.
James Harden,
Uh-huh.
do you think he's at least going to get close to a triple-double? He's only plus 200 to get a triple-double, by the way.
Who are they playing again? The Rockets?
Yes.
So you've got a revenge game in mind.
Yes, exactly. Revenge on the team that actually should be way more interested in revenge on him than he should in revenge on them. That's not how athletes' minds work.
Right. Also, there's none of those guys are on the team anymore.
Revenge for not building a championship team around him?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, just play my adventure here.
I think they
he's going
blow
to
him
get
out.
close? Do you think he's going to get close?
I think the Nets blow the Rockets out. He doesn't get super close.
Okay, well then you're not interested in my logic. Here's my logic.
Well, how much is the value on that?
Exactly. So with the double-double, we got to plus 137, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like a 3-point underdog.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to get close no matter what. So I'm asking myself, is it worth me taking the risk that he gets those 2 extra rebounds to go from plus 137 to plus 530? To me, it is.
What you should do is parlay and boost the one with the Harden double-double, and the value's so good with the triple-double, you just parlay that, and who cares about that? You don't have the boost available there. The double sprinkle parlay. One a safer man's, and
You're saying
one,
make 2 parlays. One with a double-double,
yeah.
then make the same exact parlay with the boosted triple-double?
Or an even safer,
let me just-
two-legger.
Let me just look at what the juice is with...
Like if you do just Jared Allen and Harden triple-double, what's that come out to? Let's go right now.
Why can't I find my odds boosts?
Here we go.
There they
Plus 299. Just a two-legger.
Let me just
So
look
you're
at
in
this.
for the plus 180, and you boost it, and then you're in for the plus 299.
They won't let me parlay the boosted...
Yeah,
Harden.
yeah. Yeah, the special offer.
Okay, no, I'm going back.
Do a classic triple-double now.
The double-double, if the double your money was hitting, I would take it. But since it's not hitting anyway, I might as well go fishing.
It's not a it's... The reasoning is actually sound.
I've talked myself into the
It
reasoning.
might
that's for
sound unsound, but it's actually sound.
sure. Thank you.
As much as I hate to say it.
Let me see. What is Harden to be top point scorer in that game?
Oh, yeah, look that up.
For some reason,
What's
it's not available.
top point scorer in the Jazz Sixers? Now you've got me.
That one's not up either. At least the way I've searched for it, it's not.
Oh, no, we just have Bulls, Pelicans, and Warriors. Blazers, Zion to lead all scorers, and Bulls, Pelicans plus 160.
Zion to lead all scorers in Bulls Pelicans.
Yeah. Plus 115. The favorite is Zach LaVine.
Could throw that in your parlay.
I could.
Yep. What do we got here in the comments
Bulls
section?
are frisky, in fact.
Every team has.
One of them, sometimes fingers crossed, they figured it out for the night. It was just responding to the ads.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I'm not mad at the Avs for what happened the other night. Like it just those, like you said, those things do happen. Unfortunately for them, it's happened 2 times in a week. Again, I have a whole new outlook on life when it comes to the regular season. It's
Right.
just like just get it figured out eventually.
Damn straight.
If it weren't for the defense, I'd be all about Avs -1.5 tonight. But I do endorse.
But because it's about the defense, go with the over.
Right. Yeah. Mad Max scores 2.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
And the 2+ points. That's the sprinkle of the night. Yeah, I think we're set up nicely here.
By the way, didn't even mention it yet. New coach games,
Oof.
I believe, are undefeated in the history of this show. I don't know if we've hit every one, but all the ones that we've ever mentioned have hit.
We do pretty well on.
Has
new
there been
coach
any
games.
other basketball coaches fired this year?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Wasn't like Luke Walton the #1 hot seat guy?
He's still
I guess
somehow on
so.
the job.
Wow.
So we will be mining those. Every single one in the NFL hit this year.
Yeah, it was outstanding.
So new coach games, we love it.
We do. I mean, and that was never in doubt.
No,
Ever.
I looked down at my app and just saw they were like blowing them out in the third quarter. I was like, oh, cool. It worked again.
And Vegas knew, but it was still incredible value.
The question is, the Hawks aren't in action tonight. When they get back in action, do we want to see if we can ride a little wave there? That's a talented team.
Well, what piqued my interest was that a team with that much talent offensively kind of locked the Heat down.
Mm-hmm.
So, excuse me,
Bless you.
McMillan already has them dialed in defensively. So if that starts, there's multiple trends that can be mined there. You know, maybe we become unders on the Hawks opponents, guys. Who's to say?
Who's to say? All right. One thing I will say. Oh, Hawks play the Magic tonight. Okay. So then let's
Oh.
look at that. Before we get out of here, let's look at that.
We got time.
Nothing. Why wasn't Capella, Clint from Switzerland? Why wasn't that available in our double doubles?
They must not have had the Hawks props available yet.
Bummer. They have everything, just not double doubles. Okay. The Hawks are taking on the Magic. They're 134 favorites. -134.
Yeah, great value. Nothing scares you about the Magic.
They hardly had to work for it last night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, they're playing free and loose. That's why there's no player props up yet for the Hawks.
I'm taking Embiid out of my parlay and putting that in.
Yeah, I like that. I don't love the Embiid. He's a classic, missed the double-double by, like, a board.
One,
Yeah.
I really... last thing.
Yeah.
Emotionally,
Uh-huh.
I might just throw a little on Sixers money line +125. Just because I want them to beat the Jazz. Like I wanna watch that game and root along.
Okay. I'm with it.
Jazz lost 2 out of 3.
I know. That's where I think maybe they're due for a bounce back.
Or they're about to collapse in a fiery mess.
Could be.
That's more up my...
It's a big one for Rudy. Big one for Mitchell. Actually, the Sixers are kind of a nice matchup.
I think the Sixers are a nice matchup in terms of taking away what the Jazz do best.
Yeah. Okay.
What if Jared Allen... No,
Uh-huh.
sorry. Harden triple-double, Hawks money line, Sixers money line. You want to hear the juice?
Yes. Now we're talking.
Harden triple-double, Hawks money line, Sixers money line, boosted +1438.
You should boost the Safemans. And you
just make that
Just
for
make
fun.
that, yeah. Sprinkle enough parlays that'll fill the margins for you, and then bet the singles on the big three. Profitability on all sides.
All right. Well, we've given you a lot of options.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Looking forward to this Avs game. Not until 8:30, so we're gonna have to pass the time with that Sixers Jazz game up until then. All right, that wraps it up for us. Thanks for tuning in. 10-2. Let's keep it rolling.